You know the story and you know the songs, but you've never seen Aladdin quite like this. We're taking you to a whole new world backstage of Disney's Aladdin the Musical. We are at the spot where United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot and killed just 10 days ago. The suspect, Luigi Mangione, has just been charged with second-degree murder after being found at a Pennsylvania McDonald's. Keep in mind, you're already spending for the back-to-school season, so if you're not getting cash back, then that's an F in savings. Make sure you're getting rewarded for those purchases. And there's a lot of ground to cover. NYC Parks and Rec says that Soundview is a 205-acre park. That's the equivalent to 155 football fields. If the New York Liberty make it all the way, this will be the first time in 50 years that a New York team will make it to the championship. Also happening today, the price of a Costco membership increases for the first time in 7 years. The wholesaler will now charge customers an additional $5 to $10 annually, depending on what plan you have. It applies for new membership and renewals. How early is too early to decorate for the holiday season? It's November 21st and many restaurants across New York City are decked out for the holidays. I'm at Lily's Victorian in Times Square, where they say it took 10 days to set up the decorations. Just take a look at the detail. It's literally like stepping into a winter wonderland. Beachgoers soaking up all the rays they can this Labor Day weekend. On the Jersey Shore, many people enjoying their time on the sand and in the water yesterday. At the boardwalk, the sounds of children enjoying arcade games and activities. It's a welcome sight for business owners who say it's been tough with inflation and rising prices.
It's a little off from last year due to raising prices and everything. A lot of people can't come on vacation. Other than that, it's been pretty good.
It's beautiful. It's yesterday so beautiful. Yeah. I love it. I don't want to go home.
This weekend begins the start to what's called local summer as the visitors head home and the locals reclaim still awesome beach days for themselves.
Like yesterday was so good for me, bro.
This is 12-year-old Zach, and that's Invincible, one of Zach's favorite comic book characters. He's adding the superhero to his new video game.
It's just like a racer or like a Subway Surfer type game that you have to escape from different variants of a certain character.
And he's not the only one creating games around here. In fact, his entire class is.
It could be like tag, it could be a sports game like soccer.
This is the Dream Yard Project, an arts and social justice nonprofit providing career pathways to Bronx youth. Their BX Start program allows students to do more than just game. They're leveling up as game designers. Teaching artist Geneva Hayward says the classes allow students to have fun while creating usable content.
So the goal of this game design class is kind of just get kids into making games for fun, whether it's for each other, for themselves, to get into college.
The classes happen right here at Dream Yard's Junior Design Center on 162nd Street in the Bronx. Now the class and the center are only about 2 years old, but every Saturday students can come out and harness those hard skills while also tapping into their creativity.
The cohort says it's satisfying to see their visions come to life.
It makes me happy because I get to see my idea just on the screen and it's like fully playable.
12-year-old Kashmira's game evolves around her character, Miss Universe, a cosmic species dominating the galaxy.
My game is a survival game where you have to face off against the evil version of the characters. I made her about a year ago. I like space a lot, and she's supposed to represent the universe.
Now, how exactly are these students building worlds beyond our own?
We learned how to code.
That's the foundation to game design, and one of the technical skills students gain from the course. In terms of his future, Zach says he plans to continue with game design.
My family, we love gaming, we love doing all of that. And I feel like doing something that can have other families and other people enjoy games, if I can be a part of that, that's something that would mean a lot to me.
Kashmira says she'll be
making my own show about my characters.
At the Dream Yard Project, not only do the students dream big, but they create realities, even star-studded universes. For Fordham Focus, I'm Leah Mallory. This is just an average Saturday at Soundview Park for nonprofit The Bronx is Blooming. The environmental stewardship organization works with community members to revitalize green spaces in Bronx neighborhoods.
A lot of people have an ethos that they love nature, but a lot of times just don't know that nature is right at their doorstep in their local neighborhood park.
Tree care coordinator Gaia Moreno says they work at several parks across the borough with the help of volunteers, many of whom are young people.
They're some of my favorite to work with because they have this fire in them of curiosity and knowledge.
15-year-old Bronx native Ashanti Jimenez is one of those young people. She's volunteered several times with her youth organization and says the work has definitely changed her perspective on her community.
I hear a lot of things about the Bronx saying, oh yeah, it's dirty, it's not clean, it's all this and all that. But when you come out here and you see this environment, you see this park, and you're like, wow, stuff like this exists. Like, there's wildlife, there's nature.
Beyond volunteers, The Bronx is Blooming also allows young people to lead restoration efforts as interns.
I learned a lot of stuff, I've got outside more, I've been more physically active. It's giving me something to do, and it's money in my pocket, obviously.
James Tyler Reed, a 17-year-old junior at Explorations Academy High School, began interning with The Bronx is Blooming a few months ago. Since starting, Tyler Reed says he's translated some of his work into his daily life.
I'm more conscious about what I do when I'm outside. Usually, people just throw trash everywhere. I'll hold my trash until I find a garbage can.
Though it may take a while before the parks are completely restored, The Bronx is Blooming is sowing the seeds of stewardship for generations to come.
Everyone, their children, their kids, adults, everyone should come over here, have a nice time. I feel like it's going to be good for them to see that the Bronx is a work in progress and is blooming.
For Fordham Focus, I'm Leah Mallory.
Where? Right here?
The last one number.
They ain't gonna get me in no trouble, is it?
This is 62-year-old Harlem resident Drew Smith, just a second-time voter. He was one of many people updating his status or registering for the first time.
It was easier this time. Well, y'all was right there.
I met Smith at a voter engagement event in Harlem, held by Faith in New York, a network of multi-faith communities and a grantee of Go Vote NYC.
We just come out and we put hard copies of the applications and make them available. We also use technology and making sure that if we need to check someone's registration, that we can do that as well. And it's our goal to make sure to make it easy as possible for folks to register.
And by getting people to register, they're mobilizing voters of all ages.
As a young Black person, I feel like more of us should speak up and more of us should have a voice because, like I said, everybody in the state of New York has a voice. And if nobody speaks up, then how can things get done?
Director of Organizing Marilyn Joseph spoke on the long-term goals of Faith in New York as a recipient of Go Vote NYC funding.
We want to tap into our Black and Brown communities particularly because we know that we've seen low propensity turnout. And so we want to change that paradigm. We want to make sure that our community is informed.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to attend any of the events, don't worry. You can still register to vote online at e-register.vote.nyc. In Harlem, I'm Leah Mallory, New York Amsterdam News.